Everyone has a city in his heart, surrounding himself, his dreams, and the true meaning of love. Mr. Qian Zhongshu's The Besieged City allows us to have a glimpse of those walls with its sharp perspective and concise words. Behind the scenes, the truest face of human nature. The novel Fortress Besieged tells the story of the protagonist Fang Hongjian, a young man who returned from studying abroad, whose life is full of irony and setbacks. When Fang Hongjian first arrived in Shanghai, he was high-spirited and hopeful for a bright future. But reality quickly taught him a lesson. First of all, he had difficulty finding a job and had no choice but to work as an English teacher in a girls' school. Fang Hongjian met Su Wanwan at work, and their relationship slowly developed. At the same time, Fang Hongjian met various characters in social situations, including the posturing Professor Pan and the self-righteous Ji Baisi. The relationship between Fang and Su Wanwan was always hot and cold. At this time, Fang Hongjian got the opportunity to return to Paris for further study. However, a series of misunderstandings before the trip led to a cold war between Fang Hongjian and Su Wanwan, and he almost accidentally killed his friend Zhao Xinmei. In the end, Fang Hongjian chose to stay in China and married Sun Ro, a wealthy girl who often came to the girls' school to look for him. Soon, the two discovered that their marriage was not happy. After getting married, Hongjian found out that Sun Ro's family was not wealthy, and the couple began a mutually beneficial marriage. Sun Ro had a strong personality and was jealous, which made Fang Hongjian's life quite miserable. Fang Hongjian lacked love for Sun Ro, but showed more accommodation and compassion for her. The relationship between the couple quickly deteriorated, and they became strangers. When Sun Ro's marriage to Fang Hongjian came to an end, Fang Hongjian began to focus on his career, gradually got rid of poverty, and began to explore love again. His former student Zhao Xinmei, now a talented and charming female writer, entered Fang Hongjian's life again, and a subtle feeling developed between the two. However, just when Fang Hongjian was preparing to divorce Sun Ro and further develop a relationship with Zhao Xinmei, Sun Ro unexpectedly became pregnant. Facing the arrival of this new life, Fang Hongjian's attitude changed somewhat. He began to examine his past and future, but he eventually separated from Sun Ro. On the other hand, Zhao Xinmei began to alienate Fang Hongjian due to the influence of certain social opinions. Finally, Fang Hongjian continued his monotonous life, and he began to realize that marriage and love were like the besieged city that people outside the city wanted to enter and those who wanted to enter the city. When he continues to search for the meaning of life and personal happiness, the novel ends here, leaving readers with endless aftertaste and thinking. Many plots in Fortress Besieged are unforgettable for readers, but the most thought-provoking one may be the emotional entanglement between Fang Hongjian and Su Wanwan. Especially Su Wanwan rejected Fang Hongjian's proposal. In that summer in old Shanghai, Fang Hongjian took the gentle Su Wanwan on a boating trip. In the midst of romance and joy, Fang Hongjian resolutely proposed to Su Wanwan. However, Su Wanwan's answer was so calm that it was almost ruthless. "I like you, but not enough to marry you." This scene shows the real and cruel contradiction that often occurs in love emotional asymmetry. The perfect love that Fang Hongjian pursues wholeheartedly is just a fantasy in his heart. In reality, Su Wanwan is far less devoted to him than he imagined. This scene is not only an emotional rejection, but also makes Fang Hongjian aware of the complexity of love and the blind spots of self-understanding. He once struggled to enter the besieged city in his heart. Only when he arrived at the door did he find that the city was not the paradise he dreamed of, but another kind of desolation. The irony of this scene lies in a universal truth of life. A person may pursue something throughout his life, only to discover after achieving it that what he pursued does not bring the expected satisfaction or happiness. Through Fang Hongjian's perspective, the novel shows the social landscape of that era. The situation of intellectuals, the hypocrisy and calculations of urban people, and the widespread conflicts between social classes. It touches on marriage, love, loyalty, and betrayal of numerous issues. Mr. Qian uses his humorous and sharp writing to elaborate on an eternal theme, the complexity of marriage and love, and the painful process of self-discovery and growth that people experience in them. The character of Fang Hongjian is both sympathetic and ridiculous. His pursuit of a better life did not stop due to setbacks, but in the process of pursuit, his ideals were gradually worn away, revealing selfishness and cowardice. His story is not only a story about an individual, but also a microcosm of an era and a society. The Besieged City is not only Fang Hongjian's personal metaphor, but also the wall that everyone has to face in life. Through the profound portrayal of Fang Hongjian and the ironic display of fate, Qian Zhongshu not only wrote The Besieged City into a novel that reflects China's specific social form, but also raised it to a universal literary level. What Besieged City shows is not just the struggle of an individual, but the common voice of a generation. It is like a mirror, reflecting the reader's own hesitations and impulses, hesitations and choices. Fortress Besieged is a work praised by both the public and academic circles. Its profound explanation and thought-provoking make it a milestone in modern Chinese literature. If you want to uncover the walls of the soul and interpret the labyrinth of love, reading The Besieged City is undoubtedly an ideal start.